Morning, 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 Dr. Roshdi. Good evening, Dr. Roshdi.
Good morning, Dr. Sri, and happy Thanksgiving from America to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Roshdi. I will cut a turkey today.
I don't want to hear about turkey. I ate too much.
Okay. Can we start?
You are the ringleader.
A very good morning. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very good evening and Thanksgiving to Dr. Roshdi in New York, and to all of you here today. This is another interesting day for us in DHS and iPORTAL on the launching of the Pahang Industrial Attachment Training Program. This program is designed for Malaysian youth who are in the B40 and M40 category to undergo hospitality training and assured with a job placement upon completion of the 12 months of training. So this morning we have with us here Encik Uzaidi Udanis, the President of the Malaysian Tourism Council and also the Fellow of the Asia Centre for Tourism and Technology. And we would like to call upon Encik Uzaidi to give a few words. Encik Uzaidi, over to you. Encik Uzaidi? Encik Uzaidi, can you hear me? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Encik Uzaidi just told me he's on his way. He will come in at about 10:05 because he's on a press. He's giving a press statement. So can we get Encik Tuan Haji Amirul of University Malaysia Pahang at once to say a few words.
Hi, Dr. Sri Kumar, Dr. Rishdi, Mr. Eric Yu, and Mr. Zaidi. A very good morning to all. So, now is my session or what?
Yes.
Okay, can I play a slide?
Can. Haley, can you please assist? Okay, Haley, Puan Haley, there's a slide presentation. Tuan Haji, you can proceed with your slides.
Okay, all right.
And can you speak louder a bit? We can't hear you.
Okay, test. Can you hear me?
Soft, very soft.
It's off. Okay, right. It's okay. I try to speak louder.
Okay.
Okay, very good morning. Thank you, Dr. Sri Kumar.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to the members of the seminar. Mr. Uzaidi Udanis, President of the Malaysian Tourism Council, MTC. Dr. Rushdi, CEO of iPORTAL Live. Mr. Eric Yu, Executive Director of DHS Asiana Hospitality. And my fellow, my friends, moderator, Dr. Sri Kumar, Group Director of DHS Hospitality Academy. I feel honored to be invited, and I'm gonna give you all a very short presentation about UMP Advan and what we can contribute in implementing the human capital development of business tourism. I am representing UMP Advance entity under University Malaysia Pahang that actively conducting a lifelong learning program for working adults. First of all, I want to congratulate iPORTAL and DHS Hospitality Academy for conducting this webinar session and the launching of Pahang Industrial Attachment Program. Let me introduce myself. I am Amirul bin Ahmad, a General Manager of Professional Development and Flexible Education at UMP Advanced Education. And I stated before that we are actively involved in the implementation of the All Executive Academic Program and Short Courses Program for UMP Lifelong Learning Agenda. Before we proceed to the next slide, let me introduce who we are. University Malaysia Pahang. We are established in 2002. We are full public technical university and we offer a variety of technical and vocational education program, TVET, TVET program, ranging from the diploma up to PhD level program. And we have two campus. As you can see from this slide, this is UMP Pekan campus, our main campus, and home of 4 main faculty that can accommodate about 12,000 students. And another campus located at Gambang campus near the East Coast Expressway and about 30 or 35 kilometer from Kuantan, and it can accommodate about 5,000 of students. In terms of work program, we have about 50 plus over academic program, and throughout 70 years, 70 years of our existence, we already have graduated about 25,000 alumni from various kind of program. And we also, UMP also play main part of leading education provider for industry and community based on our niche area of expertise. Our niche area of expertise is petrochemical, manufacturing, management, and we also provide high TVET for electrical and electronic program. Okay, let me introduce about UMP Advanced Education. In terms of implementing the lifelong learning program for industry and community, will be conducted by UMP Advanced Education, one of the entity under University Malaysia Pahang. And as you can see in slide, we established in 2013, and we are also certified training provider for Human Resource Development Fund. OHRD Corp, Department of Occupational Safety and Health Malaysia, and we also provide. We also been granted as the authorized training provider for East Coast Economic Region (ECR) or and North Economic Region or NCER. We provide quality education, upskilling and reskilling courses and learning experiences through various kind of programs, starting from short courses up to a degree program. Okay, this is our main program. We have four cluster of program. Our product consists of undergrad program, where we have foundation up to degree program, and we also have professional executive program. This custom program we develop to address the needs of industry, and this professional executive program specifically we offer for working adults only, where uh, current student we have about 3,700 students all over Malaysia, and another cluster of program we have socio-economic program, where this program we develop a building capacity program for targeted participant and funded by East Coast Economic Region and North Coast Economic Region. And now we add another cluster of program where we diversified our ventures to develop our own learning management system to embrace the new ways of flexible education. Okay, this is Pahang. As you can see, this is the Honorable Datuk Sri Haji Muhammad Shaka, the Datuk Shaka, ESCO or State Minister of Pahang Tourism, Culture, Environment and Plantation and Communities Committee, where this is Pahang, or in Bahasa Melayu we call it Inilah Pahang, has been chosen as the Pahang New Tourism Teams as a part of the strategy to revive the industry. And we believe that rebranding of Pahang tourism is expected to attract more tourists to regenerate and to help the affected industry players, especially in Pahang. Right. An overview in tourism in Malaysia. The tourism industry make up about 16% of Malaysian gross domestic product in 2019, but in 2020 and 2021, our domestic tourism in Malaysia experiencing the significant drop due to COVID-19 pandemic. And as we know, in Pahang, we have a vast diversification of nature area. We have island, we have beach, we have Cerating, we also have Pulau Tioman. For those who want to nature surrounding, we have Taman Negara Jerantut, and we also have Tasik Chini. Tasik Chini is a rich biodiversified lake where Tasik Chini also being granted as the one of the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve status site, and we have a lot of mountains. And for those tourists who enjoy the eco adventure activity, we also have a lot of eco adventures program, and that can attract visitors to this state. Okay, as for the how the way forward of how to regenerate tourism in Malaysia, in Rancangan Malaysia 12 or 12 Rancangan Malaysia, that government put emphasis on re-energizing the tourism industry by strengthening the brand position and aggressive promotion. And we can see that Malaysia have the opportunity to reform its economic foundation, and the government put emphasis to accelerate the development of high impact industry, which is the tourism is one of the important sector that government aim in regenerating the economic growth after the post COVID-19 pandemic. This will be done by re-energizing the tourism industry, and one of the main initiative is to intensify the capacity building for tourism SME or small and medium enterprises. And by regenerating the tourism industry, the the government expected projected inbound tourist expenditure by over five projected years to be at 73 billion. And we will look into what we can UMP can contribute in terms of uh, provide the and to prosper the business tourism in Malaysia, to anticipate the capacity building for SME. This is where UMP and DHS Hospitality Academy collaborate to provide the structure program with the objective of placement the candidate in the hospitality industry. Uh, this program specifically developed to assist the individual and also to assist the affected industry employer to seek a program in order to enhance their skill, their knowledge, and their ability, and be able to seek the career in the hospitality industry. And we believe this strategic collaboration between University Malaysia Pahang and DHS Hospitality Academy is vital for the implementation of high impact program. And this program is very much tuned of what Malaysian government stated in RMK 12 with regards of new normal created by the pandemic COVID-19, and we need to strategize and to implement more high effective program to encounter the lack of building capacity program, especially in the tourism industry. And as for summary, I believe that we are on the right track, and with this understanding and cooperation between UMP and DHS Hospitality Academy, we should able to achieve our target and goals that we are set for. And I think that's all about that I want to share at the moment. And thank you, and over to you, Dr. Sri Kumar.
Okay, thank you very much, Tuan Haji. Thank you for the presentation. As all of us know that the industry is opening up, the main challenge that they face is finding talent into the industry,
Correct.
and also the development of the current human capital. And Pahang, being the third largest state in Malaysia, the largest in Peninsular Malaysia, offers different types of tourism. Nature, you have resorts, hill resorts like Genting.
Yeah.
I was yesterday talking to one of the senior vice presidents in Genting. Genting itself needs about 2,000 workers. They don't know where to find.
Yeah.
Okay, their theme park needs about 1,000. And if you look at Pahang, also they have Fraser's Hill, they have Camerons. You talked about Taman Negara. You look at I mean, Pahang has everything. I mean, you from hill resort to seaside, and also more into nature tourism, wildlife tourism. Everything is in Pahang. And this is what the Malaysian government under the 12th Malaysian Plan is trying to push tourism eventually to become the #1 revenue earner for the country.
Correct.
But in order for tourism to move, many organizations, they always spend their money on buildings, on infrastructure, but they are not looking or focusing on the human capital development and sourcing of talent. Okay, this is where that in June 2016, I mean 2020, 21, DHS and the Malaysian Tourism Council, we signed an MOU on the Malaysian Industrial Attachment Training Program. But now we are bringing it to all the states to help to eradicate poverty and to get youths interested into the industry. you know. So we hope, Tuan Haji, with our certificate program, in years to come or months to come, we can move into a professional diploma, into an executive bachelor's, and eventually into an executive master's.
Yep.
Okay, so I thank you, Tuan Haji, for your speech and your support given to us, and we look forward working with UMP at once. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Encik Uzaidi Udanis, the President of Malaysian Tourism Council. He's also the President of the Malaysian Inbound Tourism Association, and he's the Fellow of the Asia Centre for Tourism and Technology. A very busy man. Yesterday when I spoke to him, he was in Kota Kinabalu, and today he said that he is talking to some opening or doing some pre-opening or press on Singapore, some event in Singapore, or I don't know whether he's in Malaysia or in Singapore. So, Encik Uzaidi, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Sri. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Good morning, everybody, and good evening for wherever where you are. And Dr. Sri, thank you very much for inviting me. And I'm here I'm so excited and also be honored together with our friends here, Dr. Rusdi, and also Tuan Haji Amirul. I understand that Mr. Eric is also here. So thank you very much for inviting me. I'm so excited that the tourism industry is getting to start to move, not to move backward but to move forward. So this is an exciting era for us. I'm now currently we're going to be having this engagement session with our Singapore counterparts, with Singapore tourisms, so that we're going to open our border for Singaporeans soon. On 29th of November, I mean, few more days. So a lot of preparation, a lot of what they call SOP need to be finalized, so that there will be a seamlessly experience for our Singaporeans friends, for them to visit to Malaysia. And soon you're going to open up to a lot of other countries. Indonesia will be the next. So we are now starting to move forward, and we're hoping that we can recover by 2024. Wow, 2 more years. I hope that even though it's 2 more years, but a lot of things need to be done. A lot of damage need to be repaired. A lot of things that has to be done. And I'm so excited. Also here we can see here we are promoting Pahang. As you know, Pahang is I went to school in Pahang, so Pahang is in my heart. And I'm so close with the Pahang players, and I'm so happy that iPORTAL together with the DNS to do something, to do a good initiative for Pahang tourism players. Pahang is actually, for me, is the what they call the center of ecotourism in Malaysia. Center of ecotourism. But a lot of things need to be adjusted and also need to be promoted, because we don't want it to be a best kept secret. There's no more best kept secret. We want it to be exposed. We want to be exposed. So we're looking forward to work together with iPORTAL to make sure that more promotion will be done throughout the international market, especially the American market. As you know, Pahang is also the home for the oldest rainforest in the world. Oldest rainforest in the world. But for you to enter this oldest rainforest in the world, it only require RM1, roughly what, 30 cents US dollar, 30 cents US. So it's very cheap, and the government has spent a lot of money to maintain the oldest rainforest in the world. Therefore, we need to see how the model works, and we have been engaging the state governments and also the state forest and also the federal to make sure that it is sustainable. It's very important for us to sustainable, to make sure the community benefit, local community benefit, and also and it can be sustainable in long run. And it has to be maintained and also to take care of the environment, and to make sure that the environment won't be spoiled in long run. So this is very important initiative. And another initiative is the talents, because we need a lot of talents to give story about the rainforest, tell the world the experience, the nice experience, to create the good experience. We need a good talents. Therefore, I'm looking forward to see how we can work together on the Pahang Industrial Attachment training program. As you know now, when the borders or when the tourism has started, we need a lot of new talents, as the old talent has pivoted to other industry. So we need a new talents and in order, and also to call back the old talents to be in our sites, so that we can move forward fast and furious. So therefore, that's about it. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to listen to all our panelists today, especially from Dr. Rushdie's insights. Maybe he knows, he can have a better tips for us to move forward. With that, I would like to pass back. And also wish you all the best. Thank you very much, Dr. Sri. Thank you, everybody. All the best.
Thank you, Encik Zaidi. It is good to know that you love Pahang a lot, and we have the oldest rainforest in the world. We hope that they don't they don't say that the oldest person in Malaysia should visit the rainforest. You know, we hope they don't do that. Okay. Without further ado, I would like to call upon Dr. Rushdie from New York, who's here with us. He is the founder and COO of iPORTAL. Dr. Rushdie, over to you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. From Thanksgiving Day in America, it's a pleasure and an honor for me to be here to talk about nature tourism. It was wonderful to see what is being done at the university level and learn more about Pahang. I did not know. And as Brother Uzedi talked about, you need to shout out about Malaysia generally and Pahang specifically to the hard currency markets in the new normal. We are in the winter. It's going to be cold here in the Northeast and many parts of the United States. And because of COVID lockdown and quarantine, people are anxious to travel. People are anxious to travel to new places. So the timing is pretty good for Malaysia to start at least planting the seeds of more arrivals from America. And there are a lot of people involved in the area of green tourism or sustainable tourism, nature tourism, what do you want to call it? But many, like myself, do not know. If we do not know, therefore it doesn't exist. And we look at Singapore and not Pahang. So I'll start off with that. But what I wanted to talk about is this area because it's important to me. I come from the sustainability background. So anything to do with connecting with nature, from profiteering, which exists today, that's why we are where we are, to basically aligning with nature so you can make a profit plus give back. And that's what this should be about. If you look at destinations, whether it's in Langkawi, whether it's Pahang, they show the beauty of nature, whether it's the sea, whether it's the rainforest canopy, whether it's the fishes, whether it's the wildlife. It's nature. People come and connect to that. But if we do not show respect to the treatment of the biodiversity, we're going to have less than tourists coming in. So for me, it makes no sense for us to focus on mass tourism, which actually does not help localities. We need to focus on what was said by Dr. Sri, Brother Zaidi, and our previous keynote speaker. We have to talk about green tourism. So I want to start off with that particular premise. The second thing is travel and tourism contribute about 8% of the greenhouse gases globally. It is one industry, travel and tourism, especially tourism, that rarely talks about its responsibility to the environment, yet it takes advantage of the environment to attract tourist dollars. It has a responsibility to give back. And I hope that the good people, the decision makers in Pahang recognize this, because this becomes your USP. Others are sitting on the sidelines. It's important that someone take actual leadership in this space because there's money to be made, but in a responsible way. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if we take a step back and see what is going on, the industry is asking for people to come back. People are not coming back because they don't want to come back to the existing status quo. They want to come to a new normal where the industry as a whole has respect for the environment that they operate in. If you take a step back and look at the Sustainable Development Goals, 193 countries are signatory to it, including Malaysia. And if we just look at a few of the SDG goals, they are aligned to what this webinar is about, nature. You look at SDG 3, which is about good health and well-being. If we're not taking care of nature, the people who will help the guests, if they're not in the best of shapes, then they're not going to be able to help. SDG 6, clean water. SDG 13, climate action. SDG 14, life below water. SDG 15, life on land. The point here is young people who you want to attract in the industry, they are more consumer conscious. They are more responsible. So if your environment doesn't care about the environment, they are not interested in you. This is something that has to be part of your messaging. It isn't just about training and awareness about how to do this and how to do that. It's also about the environment that the destination operates in. That has to be part of the message. If it's not part of the message, I can say with a high degree of certainty, you're going to continue to face headwinds in attracting talent. Talent wants to basically make a difference. And here is an opportunity for the industry to help to make a difference. So that's the second part of the message. The third part of the message is when we had the new president, Biden, come in, one of the first things he did was have the United States rejoin the Paris Agreement. That had an important signaling impact globally, that the environment, climate is very important, and the antidote to that is sustainability. Part of that antidote is travel and tourism in a responsible way. So if what is globally trending, which is green, sustainable, and the tourism industry is not talking the talk, then there's going to be very little engagement, especially with hard currency tourist dollars. COP26 in Scotland just finished. And one of the themes that was the beneficial outcome was reforestation. Indonesia and Malaysia are embarking on projects. This becomes an important part of nature tourism, the reforestation. So again, you have to know the macroeconomic environment. It isn't just focusing in on training and education. Where does that operate in? If you understand the macro environment, you'll understand what the micropolars are. It's not going to work if you just focus in on the micropolars. What Brother Uzedi talked about with respect to nature tourism, and then he spoke briefly on eco-friendly tourism. There's sustainable tourism, there's farm tourism, there's agriculture tourism, there's rural tourism. There's many types of tourism, and Pahang, I'm sure, has many of these, and it just needs to shout about this because there are concerned people out there who are willing to spend hard-earned dollars to basically visit these places, buy souvenirs from these places, stay at these places. That's that local economic boost that's required. The last thing I'll say here is nature is not to be exploited. It has been exploited. That's why we are where we are. You know, that's why the Sustainable Development Goals have become a priority for both developed countries and developing countries, right? We can basically align to nature and make a profit, but also be responsible towards that nature. And I hope that message resonates to the good people on this call, to the good people in Pahang, and to those involved in training and involved in education and awareness that you have to understand the macro environment or else you're not going to get the talent. So thank you for allowing me the time to share these words. Back to you, Dr. Sri. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Roshdi. Thank you for sharing. Very interesting, and thank you very much. And now we would like to call upon Mr. Eric Yu, the Executive Director of DHS ASEANA, to talk about the program and how the program works. Eric, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Sri, and good morning to everyone, and especially our Tuan Haji Amiro from University Malaysia Pahang, Dr. Rusdi, CEO of iPORTAL Life, and our very good friend, Mr. Zaidi, and to all our attendees who are here today with us. And I would like to welcome everyone, and I'm very excited for today's event, that especially our universities, Malaysia Pahang is into this program, and we are in a mission to seek for more new talents, to support the industry, especially after a long lockdowns, and once the industry open, we want to bring in more tourists, especially from the overseas Islamic world tourists to be come in to support our industry. And with this influx of new business, the talent is more important to support. So we are very excited and very grateful for our Tuan Haji Amiros to be part of this wonderful endeavor, to bring in more business to Malaysia and to train more talent. So today I would like to share about how we go about in this program, how we recruit. And can you allow me to share screen, Haley? Haley? Thank you. Okay. All right. This slide is about how we go about on the whole program. The program is called Malaysia Industrial Attachment Training Program. Of course, today we are launching the Pahang Industrial Attachment Training Program with the collaboration with University Pahang, Malaysia. And in 2016 until today, we have sponsored 400 Malaysian youth to be in the program. Our one-year program includes sponsored training, accommodation, food, and air ticket if they are from Sabah and Sarawak, and sponsored training allowances, and a job is guaranteed after the program. So our 2016, we only have 5 students. As you can see, the student has increased tremendously until 2020. And our strategic partner is, of course, our Malaysia Tourism Council, iPORTAL, National Cancer Society Malaysia, and some others, many others industrial sponsor. And our mission statement is?
Our mission statement: to eradicate poverty by empowering our youth with education, training, and skills to earn a good income, providing them job opportunities with career advancement, equipping them to be effective leaders, managers, and entrepreneurs with significant influence in the marketplace.
So our mission is to eradicate poverty, and the medicine for poverty is job, it's education, training, and skill to earn a good income. That is the medicine for any country if they want to eradicate poverty. So our ultimate goal is to make them the leaders, managers, and entrepreneurs with significant influence in the marketplace. And this is our program in three main language in our Malaysia. And with the certificate, they are able to go to Singapore, or they can work in cruise ship. Okay. So we also have media coverage from Utusan Malaysia, Nanyang and Santai Travel and also TV1.
Beasiswa berjumlah RM1 juta ditawarkan kepada golongan belia yang ingin melanjutkan pelajaran dalam bidang pelancongan dan perhotelan. Mereka yang berminat boleh menghantar permohonan bagi mengikuti dua program berbentuk latihan yang ditawarkan. Dua program iaitu Malaysian Industrial Attachment dan Pathway to Global Hospitality bakal memberi peluang kerjaya lebih luas kepada pesertanya. Program itu berkeupayaan untuk melahirkan lebih ramai pakar dalam kalangan belia sekaligus mampu memperkasa industri pelancongan pada masa akan datang.
To our belia, to our youth, to our local communities who wants to pursue their career in tourism and hospitality. I think this is the time for youth who have received their SPM result recently and applied as soon as possible to these programs.
Inisiatif itu merupakan kerjasama antara DHS Hospitality dan Majlis Pelancongan Malaysia MTC. Beasiswa.
Okay, the benefit of our program is that if they are from B40, the fees is all sponsored. Okay, and then there is without SPM. No need SPM and there's no need to get any education loan, and we have a daily intake. If they are from Sabah and Sarawak, the flight is also sponsored, and we sponsored airport pickup, sponsored accommodation, sponsored duty meal, sponsored training material and tools, and monthly training allowances will be given to them as their pocket money, and they will be receiving a local university certificate like University Pahang, Malaysia, the certificate, and the job is 100%, and a career opportunity in overseas like Singapore and cruise ship, and they have a free lifetime career advancement referral. So this is etiquette if they are from East Malaysia. If they have the certificate, they will be able to advance in their career. This certificate is able to launch them up to level 5, whereby they can be assistant restaurant manager, earning about 4,000 to 5,000 ringgit. So the program can be explained in this small diagram. Internship and classroom happen at the same time, and every month they'll be receiving allowances and credential from the local university, and regular salary employment after the 1-year program. So hospitality industry is the largest industry, is the biggest employer in any country. So as this is a Prime Minister Department statistic, it stated that in quarter 1 of 2021, we have generated 428 billion business, and we engage 10% of Malaysian, and we are paying 14.8 billion of salary in this industry. 100% of our students are employed after the 1-year program, and these are the student testimony. You can go to Google. It's all in the Google, and this family is very happy because the son is failed his SPM, and after the 1-year program he is making 2,002 ringgit of salary. And parents' testimony can also be searched from the Google. Industrial testimony, it says that our students have been promoted to leaders, promoted to team leaders, and this is some of the testimony from our students. Let's hear the testimony.
Hello, my name is Yogesh and I'm from Kajang. I have a single mother with 3 sisters. I completed my SPM, but unfortunately I have no money to further my studies. And my auntie brought me at Asiana Hospitality Academy. In Asiana, we have opportunity to further my study in professional diploma in hospitality. In here, we don't pay fees. Here, we get free food and accommodation provided. Here, we get a practical training with allowance. And so far, I'm happy with Asiana. They give good training, and thank you. I hope can do well.
Okay, more testimony is here, and the students that we want to help is even in the very outskirts where there is no proper road. This is how they come to Asiana, DHS Asiana, and to to get their certificate, to get their training and a full-time employment. This boy in the right side, the one who wear the yellow, he is a born barista. We are able to explore his talent if without this program. So this is a very good program, and I would like to thank Tuan Haji so much that you participate in this program, and more Malaysian will be helped, and then will get the employment and will reduce the country's unemployment rate. And this is a course outline: introduction to hospitality industry, front of the house, back of the house, customer service and hospitality professionalism. The application flow is that they fill up a form. Next year we will be having a online form, so they just fill it up with their handphone or PC, and there will be an interview. If they pass the interview, they will pay just a very minimal amount of application fees, and offer letter will be given to them. Then we will fix a date for their arrival. We go to pick up them either in the airport or in the bus stop, send them to the academy for briefing, and then to hostel, and they can start the program after 1-2 days. So our target audience is student recruiters, parents or guardians with children aged 17 and above, family who are financially challenged for their children's education, school leavers who don't know what to do next and who are interested in hospitality, secondary school principal, counselor, tuition center owner, home school owner, NGO, association, orphanage home, social worker, management of religious organization, and a person who start work at very young age and without any certificate. And I would like to add in 11 is that Tuan Haji, any of your unemployed alumni, they welcome to participate in our program. They are welcome. So okay, today I'll finish my sharing. Thank you very much. Over to you, Dr. Sri.
Okay, thank you very much, Eric. Thank you very much for the explanation, and we hope that now we are in Pahang, and also with the advice and guidance of Tuan Haji's office, we can penetrate Pahang in a bigger way and get youths in Pahang to join our program. We also like to thank Encik Uzaidi Udanis. With his support, this program has been approved or supported by Malaysian Tourism Council, and we look bringing this program in a bigger way. So ladies and gentlemen, we have webinar sessions running. On the 29th of November, we have a webinar session in Padang, Indonesia, and also on 30th we have Safe Tourism organized by iPORTAL and DHS. So with this, we come to the end of our event, and before we leave, is there any questions that you would like to ask us for clarification? Tuan Haji, any questions?
I don't have question, but just want to anticipate the collaboration between UMP and DHS Academy. We are open to work together and support the initiative to develop and to building capacity program in order to revise the tourism industry, especially in Pahang. As what we stated before in our slide, Pahang has a lot of the nature tourism destination that can be offered, and we would expect the tourism sector gradually returning back to normal. Thank you, Dr. Sri. Thank you.
Thank you, Tuan Haji. Thank you, and we look forward. Encik Uzaidi, any questions from your side? I think Encik Uzaidi is not there. So thank you very much, and wish you all the best and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.